What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Creator, also known as John, coming back to you with another video. I know you missed me. I know you really did. So I went ahead and pulled off the wall of shame my 25th anniversary carded Cobra Paratrooper. And the reason I did that is because I just got back from AFA maybe a month ago. The JoeCOn exclusive Python Patrol Paratrooper Officer. And I just thought we'd do a nice little comparison so you can see the differences in the molds and in the accessories and things like that. This figure on your right is an awesome figure. I absolutely love it. It goes for quite a premium on eBay from where they were selling at the JoeCOn. And the crazy thing is, this is the last JoeCOn, because G.I. Joe's brand, as I've talked about, is completely in the toilet and very quickly being flushed down the toilet. I guess there's just not much interest in Army action figures given the current world environment today. And the movies were not very good. And so the brand is just really not doing very well. So they announced that the last 12 or 13 figures for this year's figure subscription service is it. They are no longer doing it. This is the last JoeCOn that they had, I think, in August or July of this past year. And the crazy thing is, it was right near my house. It was only 3 hours away. And I was planning on going until my wife had other plans for me. We had to travel and do something else. So I could not make it, but I did pick up a few of the figures. There were 5 carded figures that were released for the JoeCOn, and this is one of them. And so let's take a look at the 25th anniversary Cobra Paratrooper. He's a pretty awesome figure. Absolutely one of the top figures from the 25th anniversary releases. I mean, the sculpting and the accessories are just absolutely top-notch. Let's take a closer look at the figure himself. I mean, look at the detail on that. That is just awesome. The breathing masks and the tubes coming off of it. He's got 4 tubes coming off of it, man. I mean, he just looks awesome. He looks like Saul Guerrero, kind of. But anyway, he does come with 2 weapons, as well as, I believe, a pistol, a sidearm pistol. But he's got this long gun here with a... It looked like it's got a bayonet on the front of it, but it also does have a bipod that goes on the front with a folding stock. I think this is a knife, if I remember right. I had a bunch of these loose, and yeah, that is a knife that's kind of mounts on his side there. But look at all the straps and everything. The color scheme is awesome. It's got kind of a purplish blue to go with the Cobra thing, and you know, the parachute kind of is up front there. But just a really, really awesome figure. Great artwork that goes along with it. You can see the semi-automatic kind of small arms rifle there. The goggles are removable, which is awesome. Well, it's awesome in the package. I had maybe 20 of these that I created like a little army kind of scene with, and those goggles got lost very easily. And I unfortunately lost a lot of them. But they command a nice premium on the resale market, even opened. But this is the only one I got left. This is a comic series. You can see up here, some of them have the 25th anniversary. This has the comic series. I do not know. I should have looked that up. But I don't know if they made a 25th anniversary version of this. I assume they did with the foil logo, the foil G.I. Joe logo. But this has just got the plain white typical card back along with the comic series logo up top. And then here's the back of the card. I won't read through his bio, but you know, basically they're the most highly trained commandos in the Cobra Legions. Here's some of the other figures that are on the way for the 25th anniversary, all of which are hanging on my wall, sadly enough. The coolest one is absolutely Wraith. There was 2 different versions of Wraith, and I have both of those. And Croc Master is always one of my favorites as well. But those are some of the other figures. But the real reason I wanted to talk today is that I got this one back from AFA. And again, this is the 2018 convention exclusive Python Patrol Paratrooper Officer. You can see where it says Python Paraviper Officer. So he's kind of in charge of the paratroopers. And they went above and beyond the Call of Duty with this one. You know, you can kind of compare the 2 here. He's got a smaller front parachute kind of envelope there, but it's got the Python Patrol logo. The gold color scheme along with the reptilian kind of uniform is awesome. And then it actually did come with a full nylon parachute, which makes it even cooler. I mean, this bubble is gigantic to hold it in. And it's very difficult to find one of these in good shape because of the size of the bubble. But you can see the nylon parachute there. It's got the Cobra logo on there, and I mean, that gold color scheme with the reptilian kind of scaly look to the uniform is just awesome. He only comes with one gun, as far as I'm aware. He might have a sidearm in there, but I'm not sure. The goggles also do come off again, but that color scheme is just awesome, and it really shines. And I think I mentioned this in my AFA video, but I got this sent to me. I accidentally sent it to my office instead of my home address, and I was out of town, and it was like 95 or 100 degrees out when it came. And the whole card was, I'm not kidding, it looked like this. The card was just a U shape. I was like, oh my God, this thing is absolutely ruined. I'm done. You know, it was a pretty expensive figure. I mean, it was like 80 or 85 bucks because these do go for a lot on the resale market. But anyway, I put them in, you know, one of these clamshells, one of these, you know, Protect clamshells or whatever you call them, star cases. And I was hoping that it would straighten it out, and it did. I left it sitting in that star case in the dark in like a drawer for about 3 months. And lo and behold, when I went and checked on it, it was straight as an arrow. And I still was expecting like an 85 grade. I figured for sure that there would be some bends and things. But I did get a 9.0 on the modern scale, which I was really, really surprised by and very happy about. And so here's the label for it. 2018 Hasbro G.I. Joe Convention Exclusive Python Para Viper Officer 9.0. So very pleased that it came back with a 9.0. And so if that ever happens to you guys, where you get a figure, or excuse me, a carded figure in the mail, and the card is kind of warped from the weather, either cold or hot weather, that is what I did. You know, I just put it in a star case and let it straighten it out, and it worked great. But it was really, really, really U-shaped, and luckily it got saved by the star case. So here's the back of the card. I'll scoot it back just a little bit so you can see, but you can see where it says JoeCOn or G.I. Joe Convention Exclusive, licensed by Hasbro, and then it's got the G.I. Joe Club.com logo there. Then it's got the artwork in large. I love these little fins there. It reminds me of Batman. And then here's the file card. It's a little different, obviously, since it's the Python Patrol Paratrooper Viper Officer. And, you know, it's just an awesome figure. I won't read through this, but, you know, basically they're in charge of all of the paratroopers. So this guy would report to this guy, essentially. But there were a number of other figures that were released for this JoeCOn. There was a Sonic Blast version of Tunnel Rat, which I did buy and got graded, and I'll do a video on that sometime soon. There was a Sonic Blast version of Hawk, the General, as well as Law from Law and Order with a dog. The dog is not present. It's a Sonic Blast version of him. You had this guy, and then I think the last one was the Lamprey Officer. The Lampreys obviously drove the hydrofoils back in the old 80s G.I. Joes, but anyway, those were the 5. But the coolest ones by far were definitely this Python Paraviper Officer and Tunnel Rat. So those are the only 2 that I got. But they, you know, all 5 of those command a pretty significant premium, and you're going to pay anywhere from $100 to, or 80. You know, I'd say $80 to $100 for them if they are, you know, near mint condition. So anyway, that is all I really had. I just wanted to show him off because you know, I got rid of all my vintage figures, like I told you guys, but this is just an awesome figure. I mean, just great detail. I mean, like I said, they did not mail it in with this figure, and it presents really nicely. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. That's all I got. Talk to you later.